Hello Internet Allies, how are you doing? So, I've been making YouTube videos for 5 years, that's like half a decade. Basically most of my adulthood life, basically, which is crazy. And today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about basically what I've learned during these 5 years of making YouTube videos. So yeah, let's get into it, here we go. So this video could really be like advice for newer YouTubers, people that like are starting making YouTube videos, or it could be like advice for basically people who have already made YouTube videos for a while but just want a little bit of like inspiration perhaps. Hope this helps. To be honest, I don't really know whether I'm the most qualified person to make this video, because in 5 years on YouTube, like, yeah, like, I mean, I do appreciate the people that view and subscribe to my YouTube channel, don't get me wrong. You know, that really does mean a lot to me that people do care enough to basically watch and basically subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know, I kind of make videos because I want to make videos, to be honest, if that makes sense. And, you know, hopefully what I say, you know, you guys enjoy. I think the first most important thing you guys got to remember is that basically you see like a lot of famous YouTubers out there and stuff like that. Like, I think it's been like really only the past kind of decade or so that people have actually got famous, found fame and fortune on YouTube. Because YouTube's such a saturated market, and also the people that have found fame and fortune on YouTube have been doing it for quite a while, I think it's very, very, very hard for like newer YouTubers to basically get noticed like that. Unless you've got like a really awesome idea and like an awesome unique selling point. Like, yeah, I think it is definitely really, really hard to basically, you know, get famous off YouTube. Like, and to be honest, that shouldn't really be your driving force to make YouTube videos. Making YouTube videos should be like something fun, something you want to do. And I think when, you know, you're enjoying making videos, then, you know, people will enjoy watching you as well. And I think like a lot of people get famous from YouTube or other social media. I think sometimes it is purely by accident, like, you know, just kind of some random clip can go viral just like that, you know, and then, you know, people recognise them. I mean, one example I can think of is that woman who, I think her name's Julia Axe or something like that. Like, she did a Julie Andrews cover of Ariana Grande's 7 Rings early this year, and that went completely viral, and before then, you know, she was relatively unknown. I will also say this, like, not only does growing an audience take time, but also, like, kind of your skills as, you know, a content creator is going to grow over time. For example, you know, you might invest in better equipment, you know, you'll improve your editing skills over time. You know, your videos probably aren't going to look as good now as they will like in 5 years time, if that makes sense. Like, you know, your skills will improve if you persist on making YouTube videos. I mean, when I first started making YouTube videos, I was just kind of filming on the webcam on my laptop. And yeah, the video quality is kind of rubbish, and it wasn't really until like about 18 months of me doing YouTube that I actually did like invest in a proper camera. And I do not regret that in the slightest. And what's great is that like YouTube was the start of me kind of officially like developing my passion for videography as well. You know, me thinking, yes, I do want to do this as a career, you know, and basically just kind of film fun, feel-good films, you know. Hey. I'll also say, as well as communicating with the audience, I think it's important to like be honest with them as well. So what I mean by that is, if you're like planning on like changing your content slightly, then basically just kind of let your audience know that, okay, well, from now on I'm going to be this kind of channel and stuff like that. I made a video at the start of this year kind of talking about like the sort of things I would want to do, some of the things that I wasn't going to do on this YouTube channel. And I think like also I think it's important to basically kind of find like a unique selling point, find your niche. I mean, like, I'm kind of, this is probably this thing I'm still struggling with, to be honest, but I do think this is important because, yeah, I've known channels in the past kind of like deviate from what I originally subscribed to them for. For example, I remember there was this fitness channel I was subscribed to, and you know, that was great because what I wanted from that channel was to basically get like inspiration for like workouts and stuff, like in terms of like, you know, things to basically do during workouts. And then it kind of like turned into sort of more of a like daily vlogging kind of channel, like where they just went to like fitness events and stuff, like more or less, and you know, the kind of fitness tips that they could have given like in say 5 minutes, you know, was stretched out into like a 20-minute video, and I'm just like, great, you know, I mean, I don't really have the time to do this, you know, and so yeah, unfortunately I had to like unsubscribe to them. You know, say if you were to basically meddle between like two genres, I think it's probably best to have like two separate channels. So for example, you know, say if like I wanted to do this kind of vlogging channel where I talk about like mental health advice, autism awareness, but also Disney and pop culture and stuff. But then again, on the side I wanted to have like a gaming channel, then like I'd probably like separate the two. However, I will say, you know, it's perfectly okay to like experiment with different things on your YouTube channel to see what works, see what you enjoy the most, and see what your audience enjoys the most as well. I mean, I will say about like vlogging, like, you know, I'd love to do more like Disney vlogs and stuff like that. One thing I'm really enjoying at the moment is like watching like Disney, basically Disneyland vlogs like on YouTube. Like it makes me kind of wish I was them, basically just kind of just filming it all around Disneyland, you know. It's great. I will also say this, I think one super important thing which basically will increase engagement, sound enthusiastic in your videos. Basically, yeah, if you sound bored, then your audience is going to be bored watching you, basically. Simple as that. And yeah, like, I mean, one thing I do get told a lot is that I am quite enthusiastic, so I must be on the right track somewhere, yay! And yeah, some of my favourite like content creators as well, like small, large, whatever, they are like super enthusiastic about what they do, and you can tell. I kind of did that, didn't I? Like, I remember like being on a film shoot once, and there was this guy that did like this, you know, when he was getting really, really passionate, and I loved it. It was brilliant for like footage and stuff, you know. So when, you know, but like not like aggressive passion, just a good sense of enthusiasm. I'd also say definitely like prepare videos, kind of write down what you're going to like make your videos about. Script them if necessary as well, so that, you know, you don't know what you're going to say, and when you switch on the camera, you know, you're not going to be like, right, what I was going to say, you know, what am I going to say, you know, today, yeah, and your mind goes completely blank, and you're just kind of making up as you go along. However, I will say this, like, don't read directly from the script, because otherwise it's just going to look really, really wooden and really, really obvious that, you know, you are reading from a script. You know, for example, if I was like reading like this, okay, prepare videos, script them at least, make notes / pointers, be honest with your audience too. See, this is why I keep a notebook. So I think something else that's really, really important, and something else I really like about YouTube, is the whole like communication thing. Like, I think it's definitely crucial to like communicate with your audience to kind of see what kind of content that they enjoy watching. And also kind of just communicating with other members of the YouTube community, you know, that way, you know, you can make friends basically. I mean, that's basically how I made friends with one of my friends, Kieran, who lives all the way in Ireland and stuff like that. Like, I think he ended up commenting on one of my videos, and then like I kind of noticed that, like, you know, we ended up having a lot in common, and then basically we end up like being good friends now and stuff like that, and we keep in touch on a regular basis, so yay. So yeah, friendships can form through YouTube really, which I think is amazing really, and I do definitely appreciate, especially like smaller YouTubers, definitely like comment on their videos too, because that basically makes them feel good and basically makes them feel appreciated and makes them feel like, you know, they're on the right track and stuff. And yeah, I think it makes you feel good as well, because, you know, you kind of found something in that video that's worth commenting on as well, and something that's going to stick with you. I think I think definitely the videos that have stuck with me the most are the ones that I end up commenting on. I think it's also nice to like be like inspired by other YouTubers as well. When I first started YouTube, I was really inspired by like Dan and Phil and stuff, because I thought they were really like fun, really quirky, kind of awkward and stuff, and kind of use that like self-depreciating humour and stuff to basically kind of make super engaging content. I mean, I don't necessarily do that as much now, but like, because like one of my New Year's resolutions was technically to basically be a bit less self-depreciating. I've just realised that this t-shirt kind of looks a bit like Tabitha Casper's character in The Sims, but it's not. It's like an Overwatch t-shirt, but whatever. Yeah, so I think basically Dan and Phil did kind of inspire me to basically make YouTube videos, and to be honest, I'm super proud of them for like recently like coming out. So yeah, okay, that's it for my things I've learned on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this. Please apply these to some of your videos if you want to. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, and until next time, peace, my guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.